everybody, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost. Do you have safety pins? Well, we can make some adorable junk journal embellishments with them. Very easy, very simple to do for beginners. And let's take a look at some of the example prototypes we have here. This one has a stamp on it. And these are very simple to make, very beginner friendly. And they're quick, they're easy, and you can use them in so many different ways in junk journals, and I'll show you a few different ways to get your imagination started. They can be used as a general embellishment on any junk journal page. Let me just take an example with an old junk journal here. I have, let me back up a little bit. Now you could take these and you could layer them on the spine and decorate them as spine jewelry. That could be one way you could use these. You could also do the same thing on a cover. You could place them in random orientations and glue them down, and that would be beautiful too. You can also take them and put them on any page and use them as a page tab. Isn't that cute? That is so much fun. And you can also just add them to any particular embellishment that you might already have and use it as an adornment, something like that. So 1,000,001 ways to use these. Very much fun. Let's make a couple and see how it goes. Okay. All right, so here's my prototypes. Let me get a little closer for you so we can get a zoom in on what we're going to be doing. And I'll show you. These are made very simply. Okay, so what I did was I'm using a cotton fabric. It's a cotton bed sheet that I coffee dyed, and I just am going to tear it into a strip that will fit inside the paper clip without it getting too bunched up or anything like that. So let me just take a pair of scissors, start that there, and then just tear a strip. I literally air dried this bed sheet outside in my backyard just to get it dried faster. Okay, and I'll tell you how I dyed it. I took a whole bed sheet and I put it in a garbage bag, and I put the garbage bag in my sink and I put a bunch of water in it, and then I sprinkled some ground instant coffee crystals, and then I kind of closed the garbage bag and mushed it around for a little bit. So you can accommodate that bag. You can pretty much accommodate a very large piece of material if you have an entire bed sheet that you're working with, because sometimes it won't fit in a bowl. You could also try a bucket too. That might be an idea, but I did the garbage bag, and it was easy cleanup. And then I just put another garbage bag around all the stuff at the end when I was throwing stuff up so it didn't drip everywhere. So a couple of tips there. Okay, so what we're going to do first is just grab a paper clip, and these are the paper clips that are, I'm going to try and measure it. I would say it's about 1.75 inches. That's how long that paper clip is. All right. So it's a little bigger than an average paper clip. And then I took some of the larger glass beads. And this isn't that hard to do if you use the larger ones, because they thread pretty easily on the needle. So it's kind of self-working itself here, which makes it easy on us. And I'm just varying some colors. I don't know if that gold piece will go. We'll try. Oh, it did. Okay. And you can do the same color. You can go alternate colors. You can do different colors. And you can literally put anything in here that you can think of. And what you want to do is take it up to a point where it just, see, that's too high. That last one won't allow me to close the paper clip. So I'm going to take that last one off and put my beads back into their respective place, and I'm going to close said paper clip. There, that locks the beads into place. Okay, so next in this very simple process, did I already cut a piece? Thought I did, but we'll cut one together if I didn't. Okay, so I'm just going to take a piece, I'd say about that long, and I'm going to thread it through the paper clip and lay it down. And then I'm going to glue half of it. And I'm going to use Scotch Crate glue stick, but you can use Scotch permanent glue stick. I think it doesn't matter. Whatever glue stick you have on hand will pretty much work. It's a very simple hold we're asking for this glue stick to do here. Even the inexpensive ones should work, I would think, in this little case. So now we're just going to measure up the ends and squash them together. There we go. There. All right, so now we have our base. Okay, let me just move these a little bit further north so we can get further north here. And the first one I did was with this little piece of material put on top of it. So I just had a little square of quilting fabric. So I took that and I made a little cut in it, tore it. Again, this is quilter's fabric. And again, I'm going to reach for my very handy jumbo glue stick and just put some glue down on there. And I'm going to place this on here. And as you could see, you could do many different types of designs with layering different things on here, but this is just one idea. And then I'm going to take maybe I'll take this one this time. This little button, which I think is kind of cool. This is an old glass Victorian button. All right. And I'm just going to put a little tiny dollop right there. Okay. And put that there and collar done. So that was pretty easy, right? And that was basically an example of that one. All right, now this one was very easy and a lot of fun, and I'd love to show you how to make it. Okay, take your paper clip and again, grab beads of choice. I'm gonna go with a different color set this time. Okay, what do I got here? A couple random things. This is blues and golds and I think grays and metallics. A lot of metallic colored beads here. But there is some blue tone going on in here, which is kind of cool. And you, like I said, these can be mix and match, or you can just use one color theme, or alternate colors, whatever you like to do. So I hope you're having fun out there today. I ran out of beads. Oh, there's a big bead. Okay, that'll work. And there's really no right or wrong way to put the beads on here, just as long as you can get the paper clip closed. Then you're good. Everything is tight. And then you want to go back to your strip of cotton, cut off a piece. And I would say this piece is just for, you know, so you know, it's like 1, 2, 3, about 3.5 inches long. Not really measuring these, but I'm just eyeballing them. So I'll take them and I'll fold them over and I'll say, is that long enough? And if I say yes, then I keep going. Okay, but you can make them any length that you like. All right. So I'm going to put down a little bit of the glue, like I did before, and then close her on up. Try to get the ends to match. Okay. There we go. All right, so we have that. And then how I did this was simply I used a stencil and I laid it on top of here, and I took not the matching color I was looking for, but a paddle brush. And I have broken china here. I was trying for blue, but because this has brown on it, I was getting a green and brown relief. We'll see what we get this time. Basically, this happens really fast, actually. There, done. Isn't that great? I think that's so pretty. Even if you never did anything more to it than just that, I think that's just beautiful. But I did go ahead and just for fun, I put a little bead in the center of the butterfly just for fun. But you could totally leave it like that. So I'm just gonna, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna put maybe one of these on here. Oh, that's pretty. Now this is just a little flat back pearl something or other. And it will lay there very nice. So you could also put a button there, something like that. But I just wanted to show you some different options that you can do. So this is good old down-home crafting with basically what you have on hand. You might have to rifle through your things to see what you actually have that would work in this scenario. Oh, this was a fun one. Let's do this one next. Very simple design again. Very easy to do. A beginner can do it. Okay. Got a safety pin, and this time I worked from this tube, and I believe I've got all of my beads almost 100% from the thrift store. You can find lots of beads in the thrift store depending on the thrift store, but yeah, keep your eye out. And the small beads, I almost find that they're too small, you know what I mean, where it's too fuss, but this seems to be a pretty easy project and an easy way to do it. You just sort of tip the beads over onto the needle of the safety pin and just start loading away. Maybe you got to wear your readers, it's possible, but before you know it, you will be done. You'll be off and rolling, and you can make a bunch of these in a little mask making session, which is so much fun. And who knew this could replace therapy? That's right. This is a good thing. Okay, one more. All right, there we go. And lost a bead. Lost two. Yeah, that happens, right? Okay, I'm just gonna try and get these back in here. I think maybe I did need to lose one, but we'll retrieve that other one. Okay. See exactly how many beads we have. Can I get one more bead on? It'll be tight, but we'll see. Okay, I think I might make it. Then we close it up, and they are locked in there, and all is well. So, same process. We're going to grab this little guy here, and let's see, we'll just do a finger stretch, and same thing. Fold them in half. Put your glue down with your jumbo glue stick or your regular glue stick, whichever glue stick you have. Okay. There we go. Close that back up. And then you just seal her up. Very fun. And then, well, we're going to do this one, right? So what I did was I took a rubber stamp, and I just happen to have this one. You could use any rubber stamp that you have. And I used this color of ink called pumice stone because it was here. So I opened that up. Well, let me just zoom in a little bit more for you. And then I just came along and I put this little stamp down along the bottom. Okay, along the top, the side, kind of went around this way. You redid a few areas. Put a little more here and here, here. There we go. Okay, so now I have a background like that, which you could totally leave like that. That would be really cute. But I decided to just jazz it up a little bit with one little extra button or a little wooden piece. Got this bag of wooden pieces, which I think look kind of cute. Maybe I'll put this one on there, and that'll just be adorable. Okay. And I'm just going to use some Fabri-Fix glue. You can use Fabri-Fix or Fabri-Tac or Beacon 3-in-1 or whatever your favorite silicone, clear silicone glue is. Or even regular glue will work, like Elmer's glue. School glue will work in this craft. There you go. Isn't that adorable? It's just so adorable. Okay. So that's those two. We did those two. We did these two. Now we're going to do the button one. I think that's really pretty. Very, very easy to do, but I think very ornamental and hearkening of vintage, possibly Victorian days. So kind of cool. Get our said button in place, and our safety pin, sorry. And this time, let's see. Oh, I haven't used these yet. Let me pull these out. These are like copper, brown, darker colors. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're pretty easy to get on here if you just focus for a second. 6, 7, 8. Yep, that might do it. The hardest thing is getting them back in the container that they came in. Trying to keep all your beads separate. Not the easiest thing in the world, but it can be done. Okay, so, and this is how I store my beads. This is like my bead drawer here. This is the zone. Yeah, the zone of creativity, we'll call it. Okay, so now, same process. Threading the cotton sheet through. I'm going to put a little bit of glue down. Oh, I've got some oozing here. I think I might use this up. Yeah, I've got plenty, I think, on that. There we go. And then through here. All right. And now I just took the same glue stick and I glued the, here, let me go closer. I glued the same face of it, this time. Good gluey little situation now. And then I came along and I just placed some buttons down. So let me back you up a little bit so you can see the button supply I have here. Just random little buttons. You can use big buttons, little buttons. There's really no right or wrong way to do it. Maybe we'll try and make it look a little different this time, just so you can see some variety. Here's a pretty glass button. Alright, and you can use different colored buttons. They're all good. Okay, there's no right or wrong button. Buttons are just, I don't know, I love buttons. They're like potato chips. I just think they're the coolest things ever. And I love to use them to decorate. And now we still have some areas that are open there, and I'm wondering if I can take some of those annoying little other beads. I wonder if that'll stick. Let's try. I'm just gonna like put it in there and see what actually sticks. This is kind of an experiment happening right before your eyes. Might work. We might get some stickage. Use the old hand thing. Okay, let's give it a shake. See what stuck and what didn't. Oh, we got quite a few that did stick. So I'm going to let that dry. There's probably a few more here I'd like to put in. Okay, and then a few more over here. Okay, and now they're all over the place and everywhere, which is the grand thing about these little tiny seed beads, which are something. And you could also go over this with Mod Podge or a sealant of some sort, just so that they don't fall off and run around on you. But that's a nice way that you can fill in the spaces there. So just a couple little different options. And so next I want to show you, I have right now the DigiKits for October 2025. So I wanted to give you a quick peek at those because I've actually got 6 for you this month, which is kind of exciting. Let's take a look at those. This is Christmas Pink. I need more light. Boop, there we go. Christmas Pink 2025. And I made some pretty images with Christmas pink themes. And I thought they came out very pretty, vintage pink. Pink Christmas is a very popular theme these days, and you can cut these out and use them in greeting cards or in your junk journals or as the cover art for your Christmas junk journal possibly. You can also use them as decorations on your trees. I mean, they're just so super pretty. So that's called Christmas Pink. And there you go. That's all the imagery from those. Feel free to check those out. Next we have Frog Fantasy. All right, this is Frog Fantasy. These are the little ones. There's 16 designs here of this adorable little frog. And now we have him. I actually printed this particular one out. It's on this color of cardstock. So it's kind of like a bisque beige color. So that's why it looks like it's got this bisque beige background. But you could certainly print this out on white, and you would get a white crisp background that these little guys would be against. So you can try different colors of paper when you print out DigiKits. You're going to get different looks. And here's some bigger pictures of this adorable little guy. So if you're a frog aficionado, maybe this particular DigiKit is calling your name. There you go. Okay, this one's cute. I call this Little Boy Builder. All right. And he's just having a lot of fun creating something. He's got schematics, he's got a hammer, he's got things that he would like to build and make and have a lot of fun with. Lots of different imagery here, a lot of different expressions, and maybe you can find your little guy, your grandson or your son or your great-grandson or the neighbor's kid or who have you not. Anybody out there with just adorable kids might have somebody that this might remind him of. Okay. And the next one, which is also printed on the beige paper, this is called Spiral Staircase. And this one is a little bit more mystical, magical, fantasy world of a spiral staircase made out of playing cards. So to me it harkens a little bit to Alice in Wonderland kind of a feel. Remember the movie Labyrinth? That kind of a feel. So kind of a fun, mystical, magical fantasy journey with these cards with staircases. Oh, this was on a white piece of paper. so you can see the difference in the coloring. And some big ones if you want to make cards or focal points or things like that. Or mini journals. Oh, this is a cute one. This is called Whimsical Winter Bird. And this is Whimsical Winter Bird, all dressed up and ready to go play outside in the snow. That's right, snow's coming. When October rolls around, the snow will be upon us, or it will be beckoning like it's coming any moment, and it will be telling us it's coming probably till February or March, or at least that's the way it was back in Canada. So might as well have fun with it. Might as well enjoy the snow, play in the snow, make a snowball, make a snowman, and maybe play with your whimsical winter bird. DigiKit. Okay. Now this one is called Solitary Leaf. Okay. So this is more of a somber, solitude, relaxed kind of feel. These would be great for making cards as well, and also for focal points and things like that, or pockets and tucks and wraparounds, or whatever you can think of with your junk journals. The sky's the limit when it comes to what you can do with these. So there you go. That is all of them presented to you. And now let me see if I can go find Mr. Snuffleupagus. Hold on a second. All right, guess who I found? Yes, you guessed it.
Hello, everybody. It's Sunshine, Junior Cub Pup Reporter, reporting to you from the Paper Outpost the happenings of what is going on here. Okay, so let's see what I can tell you. I can tell you that the mail guy came and the lawn guy came, and there were like people walking around outside the house, and I was about to let them know that I was present and on guard. So I did, and I barked, and I woofed, and I roughed, and they all went away. So I think I got my job done. Yes, I did. But Mom tells me they're friends and not foe. And I don't really understand, but I think I still did my job. It's just what I feel like. I'm apparently having a nap right now. Okay, now I'm back. I am present again. Yes, this is the pup date. I've been working on this all week. Why do I fall asleep in my pup dates? I don't know. It seems to be... I'm snoring. I'm snoring with my eyes open. How is that possible? Oh, here, I'm gone. Yep, I'm totally gone. All right, anyway, Mom, why don't you take it from here? Because apparently Sunshine needs another nap. Okay, take care, everyone. Happy crafting. Bye.
Okay. There you go, Bumbles. And back in his little Betty Bye he goes. Okay. So, there you go, folks. If you don't know, I have a free monthly emailed newsletter that you can sign up, and you get a free digital image, checklist of supplies. You get a note from the bookmaker which explains what a junk journal is and how to use it. And I like to tuck that. I don't know if I have tucked that into this particular journal. This is one of my originals. Nope, didn't put one in here because this was from way back when, before I even had that. So you can just make it a pocket or a tuck and tuck it in there. And that's a great place for the recipient to find it, to show them what they can do with their junk journal, explains how they can use it, things like that. And also a page list of ideas are in the freebie section of the newsletter. Also, I wanted to tell you that if you sign up for my Facebook group, I have a Paper Outpost Facebook page, which is the regular Paper Outpost Facebook page. But then if you sign up for the group related to that, the Paper Outpost Facebook group, every week on Mondays when I post the weekly challenge, I'm going to include a downloadable picture that you can add to your collection, and it's going to be free. So that is kind of cool. It's going to be somewhat like a DigiKit page or DigiKit picture, something like that. It might be something that is not in any of my other DigiKits, or it might be a page from that. But I have a huge repository of pictures, so I want to share them with you. And I would think it would be really fun if you would post. You can use these in your artwork any way you like, but I think it'd be so much fun if you would show us something you made with it and then post it either in the Facebook group in the main feed so we can all see it. I'm trying to make it very easy and user-friendly and flowy and that kind of stuff. So each week you're going to see the weekly challenge posted and a monthly challenge posted. So anyway, keep an eye out for that. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to participate, and you're not part of the Facebook group, then what you can do is you can I'll tell you what the weekly challenge is, and then you can post maybe a video. If you know how to make videos for YouTube, you can make a little video and show us what you made or how you made it using the challenge, and then put in the title of the video or somewhere in the body of the description something that says at the Paper Outpost, or hashtag the Paper Outpost challenge, and that way I'll be able to find you and see what you posted. So there you go. Just a way for us to stay connected and see what each other are making. So those will be coming soon. Keep your ears open. And what else? My videos come out Wednesdays and Saturdays, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. I have audio podcasts, new material that comes out every Tuesday, but you can see video podcasts on Spotify any day you like. I have an Etsy shop that has journals and bundles and kits and bundles. And thank you very much to the purchaser of my white journal. That did sell. Thank you. And I'll be working on a new journal soon. And let's see. She actually saw it on Instagram, and she found out it was for sale that way. And then she just went ahead and grabbed it. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Also, I sell DigiKits, which are old, antique, vintage, and papers, that anything from antique ledger, checks, receipts, postcards, black and white photos, music paper, dictionary paper, all sorts of different kinds of things. 100 plus pieces, free priority mail shipping, and that will go off to you. And also I have a print and mail option. If you like DigiKits, the printable downloads, but don't like to print them out or don't have a printer, if you just buy the print and mail option, you can pick 10 DigiKit names. That'll give you 50 printed pages on nice lightweight cardstock. I will print them out for you and mail them to you via free USPS priority mail shipping. So there you go. And also I have an Amazon shop and a merchandise shop. If you like the phrase, create with reckless abandon, or everything is a craft supply until proven otherwise, you can get that on a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, zip hoodie, mug tote, or water bottle. And remember, most of all, that fun can be simple. And create with reckless abandon, everybody. I'll see you next time. Okay? Alrighty. Bye.